Welcome to the Real Japan podcast.
Hello.
We are diving deep today into what it really takes to plan a truly independent, expert-guided trip to Japan.
Yeah, the kind of trip that, unlocks the country beyond the standard tourist routes.
And those generic package deals you see everywhere.
Right. And we're not just talking theory here. We're looking at a planning service that's actually just received some pretty major international validation.
That's the core of it today. We're focusing on the expertise behind the Real Japan, led by Rob Dyer, because they've recently picked up 3 major awards in 2025.
Including the big one, Travel Agency of the Year 2025 from Corporate Livewire.
And 2 from LUX Life magazine as well. Now, that level of recognition, well, it signals something fundamentally different is going on with their approach to travel consulting.
Absolutely. And the incentive for you listening today is pretty clear, I think. By the end of this deep dive, you'll get the essential difference between, say, a traditional travel agent.
The ones who sell packages.
Right, them. And a genuinely independent travel consultant. And that distinction, well, we believe it's key to discovering the authentic Japan.
The Japan that exists, beyond the usual tourist bubble.
Exactly.
Now, we'll be mentioning specialized tools, connectivity options, personalized services.
Yeah.
Lots of practical stuff.
Yeah, the details matter.
So if you want to follow along and grab every resource, all the booking links, the complete guide we're sort of drawing from, just check the link in the description.
It's all there for you, ready to go.
Okay, let's unpack these awards then. 3 major ones, including Travel Agency of the Year. That's huge. But it raises a question, doesn't it?
About the name.
Yeah, travel agency. But the service is described as expert consultancy, not agency sales. So what's the difference? What were the judges actually recognizing here?
That's what's so interesting. The judges specifically recognized innovation and excellence in consultancy. It wasn't about selling packages.
Okay.
So the crucial distinction, a traditional travel agent, they focus on the transaction, right? They sell you the flight, book the hotel.
Handle the payments.
Exactly. And often they work with preferred partners, hotels or tour companies that pay them a commission.
Right. So their advice might be shaped by that.
It can be, yeah. Now, compare that to the independent consultant model that won these awards.
Okay, how does that work?
Well, this service doesn't sell flights. It doesn't book standard hotels for you or handle your travel payments directly.
What does it do?
It provides specialist, expert guidance, custom itinerary planning, deep insider knowledge. You're essentially paying for verified, personalized advice.
The blueprint.
A blueprint. That's a great way to put it. A blueprint to book your own perfect trip. The awards are for the quality of that advice, the planning service itself, completely separate from the booking transaction.
I get it. So it's about the expertise, the guidance.
Yeah.
And that hinges on being independent, presumably.
Absolutely. That's the bedrock. The recommendations are entirely unbiased because there are simply no preferred partners.
None at all.
No commercial relationships dictating advice on where you should stay or what you should do. The recommendations come purely from what the consultant and his wife, who works with him, have personally tested and vetted.
Things they found to be the best.
The best in their field. Whether that's a tiny boutique ryokan, a specific restaurant, maybe even the most reliable eSIM provider for connectivity. It's this complete separation from commission structures that the judges highlighted as innovative.
Okay, that makes the why clear. But here's where I think it gets really interesting for someone planning a trip. Why is this independent expertise so vital specifically for Japan?
Good question.
I mean, you can book flights and hotels anywhere online pretty easily.
Yeah.
What makes Japan different? Why does it need this extra layer of consultation?
Well, if you look at the bigger picture, Japan throws up a unique set of planning challenges, things that standard packages or general online travel agencies just miss or can't really handle effectively.
Okay, like what? What are these core difficulties?
Well, first off, finding genuine authenticity. The really extraordinary experiences, the unique cultural moments, the hidden gems, they're often not in the English guidebooks.
Or on the big booking websites.
Rarely. They might be word of mouth or require understanding specific cultural nuances to even access. Second, the logistics.
Ah, the transport system.
Exactly. Japan's public transport is phenomenal, world-class, but planning a trip across multiple cities, juggling different rail passes, Shinkansen rules, local buses.
It can seem overwhelming.
It really can be, especially when you first try. People can lose hours, even days, just trying to figure out if the Japan rail pass is worth it and how to use it optimally.
And then there's a cultural side too, isn't there?
Absolutely. Big point. Package tours often just skim the surface of cultural nuances. Simple things like onsen etiquette,
Right.
or how to interact respectfully in a small local restaurant, or even just finding places that are genuinely welcoming if you don't speak Japanese but aren't just tourist traps. These things massively impact your visit's quality.
So without that expert guidance, you risk missing out, even if you're traveling independently.
You risk missing the extraordinary stuff that's often hiding just beneath the surface. This expertise bridges that gap. It connects you with experiences most tourists, frankly, never even know exist.
Okay, can you give us some concrete examples? What kind of authentic experiences does this level of planning unlock?
Sure. We're talking about going deeper than just Tokyo and Kyoto, maybe exploring regional Japan. It could mean getting recommendations for staying in a remote mountain ryokan.
Where you might be the only non-Japanese guest.
Potentially, yeah, but where the food, the service, the whole atmosphere is just transcendent. Or it could be about learning traditional crafts,
Oh, interesting.
like pottery or maybe indigo dyeing, directly from master artisans in their actual studios.
Yeah.
Experiences that usually need personal connections, maybe even translation support to arrange.
So it's really about curated access then.
Precisely. It's discovering those lesser-known onsen towns, the ones with amazing historic vibes but hardly any foreign tourists, finding that perfect, tiny, local izakaya.
The 6-seater with the handwritten menu.
That's the kind of place where you just know it's the real deal. It even helps you navigate the festival calendar. Japan has thousands. Finding the really special local ones that aren't advertised widely in English.
That sounds like crafting something truly unique for each person. You mentioned an anecdote about Mario from Malta.
Ah, yes, Mario.
He wanted to experience the Japan that Japanese people experience. How did the planning make that happen for him? That sounds like a tall order.
It required real precision. He opted for the premium concierge service. Because his goal was explicitly to step outside the main tourist infrastructure, the planning provided a super detailed, day-by-day itinerary.
More than just place names.
Oh, much more. It wasn't just go here. It included specific, vetted accommodation suggestions, maybe places not easily booked online, advice on local independent restaurants, and crucially, actual embedded transport links and instructions.
So he wasn't left scratching his head about local bus timetables.
Exactly. Or figuring out which platform at a tiny or rural station. That detailed logistical guidance was woven into the plan itself. It makes the dream itinerary actually doable and less stressful.
That level of detail, that personalization,
Yeah.
that's clearly the difference maker. Okay, so what does this all mean for someone listening right now, thinking about their own Japan trip? How can you tap into this award-winning expertise?
Well, the services are tiered, which is helpful. They cater to different planning stages and budgets. If you're just starting out doing initial research.
I was trying to get your bearings.
Yeah. There are extensive free resources available on the website, comprehensive planning guides, travel videos, even the AI-powered podcast transcripts for quick info. Plus, the 3 dedicated travel hubs planning destinations, experiences. Great starting points.
Okay, that covers the early research phase. What if you need more targeted help? Practical things, booking tools, the essentials you mentioned.
Right, that's where the Japan Travel Store comes in. Think of it as a curated collection of solutions and, well, hacks that have been tested and proven useful.
So things like,
This is where you'll find guidance on the Japan Rail Pass options, reliable connectivity like mobile eSIMs or SIM cards, Ninja Wi-Fi for pocket Wi-Fi rentals if you prefer that, essential services like the airport meet and greet, which can be a lifesaver after a long flight.
makes sense.
And it also includes popular resources like the ebook, How to Travel in Japan Without Speaking Japanese. That tackles a major worry for a lot of independent travelers.
Definitely. Now, before we get to the really personalized one-to-one services, let's circle back to that independence point regarding accommodation.
Okay.
If the service recommends these amazing hidden ryokans or boutique places that aren't on Booking.com or Expedia, how do people actually book them? That sounds like a potential roadblock.
It's a really important question, and the expertise isn't just finding the place, it's guiding you on the correct way to book it.
Ah,
For those genuine hidden gems, the consultant provides specific instructions. Sometimes that means pointing you to verified, perhaps Japanese language booking sites they trust, with tips on how to navigate them, or suggesting specific concierge services that specialize in those niche bookings.
so you still book it yourself, but you know how.
Exactly. The independent accommodation advice includes the verified links and actionable steps needed. You can secure the reservation confidently, but the consultant isn't handling the money or taking a cut. It maintains that crucial independence.
That's a really powerful distinction. Okay, so let's talk about the highest level of personalization than the one-to-one services.
Right. These offer increasing levels of direct support. You can start with travel planning support. That's basically unlimited email Q&A.
Good for refining ideas.
Perfect for it. Testing options, asking complex questions, getting personalized answers before you lock down an itinerary. Then there are travel planning calls.
Over Zoom.
Yeah, personalized Zoom consultations. Great for reviewing a draft itinerary together, optimizing it in real time, talking through options face-to-face, virtually.
And then the top tier, the concierge service, the one Mario used. Remind us what's included there.
So concierge is the full, bespoke, custom itinerary planning, tailored completely to your pace, your budget, your unique interests, whatever they are.
And it includes finding those special experiences.
Yes, that critical, authentic experience curation is built in. Access to verified craftspeople, hidden festivals, unique local spots. And it combines this with the independent accommodation advice we just discussed.
Hand-picked recommendations.
Handpicked from tiny boutique ryokans right up to exclusive five-star hotels, depending on your preference. And the whole package is delivered with, well, 2 decades of deep Japan knowledge and ongoing support.
It sounds like that combination, the deep local knowledge, total independence, the high personalization, and the innovative approach, that's really what the Corporate Livewire Award recognized.
Exactly. It's about treating your trip as genuinely unique, not just another standard package.
Because it is unique to the person taking it.
Precisely. And that uniqueness comes from constant research, testing, and curation. It's about giving you the freedom of independent travel, but with the safety net of a really knowledgeable, vetted plan.
Okay, before we wrap up with the main takeaway, just a quick reminder for everyone listening. If you want to explore these services, access the free guides, or just get the full context, head over to therealjapan.com.
Yeah, all the details are there. This whole planning model, it really zeroes in on authenticity and personalization, making sure your trip gets treated as special.
So bringing this all together, the key takeaway here isn't just about avoiding a booking fee or commission. It's something more profound, isn't it?
It is. It's about the discoveries that this kind of independent, customized advice makes possible, the kind of things you might miss otherwise.
Right. The highlights aren't always the famous landmarks.
Often they're not. We hear it constantly from clients, things like, that tiny pottery village you suggested. That ended up being the absolute highlight of our entire 2 weeks.
Or finding a specific local spot.
It's that shift, moving from just sightseeing to genuine, authentic discovery.
That's the real value.
That's the reward of this kind of specialized expertise, I think.
It sounds truly transformative.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us for this deep dive into award-winning Japan travel planning. It's been really insightful.
My pleasure. And if you listening are feeling ready to move past just dreaming about Japan and actually start planning that bespoke, authentic trip,
then we definitely invite you to check out Rob's travel planning services.
including the custom itinerary planning and the expert accommodation recommendations we talked about.
That link, of course, is waiting for you in the description below.